The stock market fell relatively hard today. Many have asked me on my Chinese social app what my view is on the market and what's next. So in this video, I will be looking through the charts of the general market including Nasdaq, S&P 500, and Dow Jones, to get a sense of what situation we are in and what direction we are heading towards. And since the crypto market has been having a high correlation with the stock market, we will look at the charts of Bitcoin and Ethereum as well to see if we can find any clue there. If you enjoy content like this, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share your thoughts with me in the comment section. Thanks! Let's start off by looking at the Nasdaq futures chart. First thing that I usually do when analyzing charts is to look at the bigger picture, setting my chart to weekly view. Next, I would draw whichever support or resistance lines that I can identify. As mentioned in my last video, in order to get more accurate lines, you want to try to connect as many points as possible. In this futures chart, the support line that I see is here. By drawing this line, I'm connecting quite a number of points which are here, 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 and here. To me, this seems to be a valid line to draw. Next, I would use the method I learned from a teacher to calculate the target price of this bearish pattern. The method is to draw a line from the top point of the head pattern to the support line and move this line to the point where the price broke through the support line. If we duplicate this same line and move it downwards, we can see that Nasdaq fell 2 rounds and found support at almost exactly where the second price line is at. We can also see that there were 4 candles, indicating 4 weeks, that the price moved sideways on this line, signaling that this could be a relative strong support. After getting an idea of the bigger picture, I would switch back to the daily chart to see more in details. If the lines from the weekly chart seem to affect my ability to find new patterns in the daily chart, then I would remove it and start with a new canvas. Same with the volume bars. Here, I can easily identify the support line, but struggling a little with the resistance. In cases like this, I will open up the 4-hour chart to get more details that would help in connecting points for the resistance line. Before in the daily chart, I wasn't able to see these points. But now with these details, I can more easily connect the dots to form a valid resistance line. Once we switch back to the daily chart, it all of a sudden seems clear that the price has been consolidating within this triangle pattern. As for where it will go next, this is not something that we can guess, but rather observe when the price makes a decisive move. A decisive move meaning that it doesn't just move up and down within this triangle anymore, but either breaks out of the triangle or falls out of the triangle. Once we see that move, then we can determine whether a bearish trend or a bullish trend will stand a higher chance moving forward. Next, we'll look at S&P 500 futures weekly chart. This is the former support line that I see. And same as Nasdaq earlier, I'll see what the supposed price target is for this bearish pattern. As you can see, again, magically, the price recently fell to this line and found support. Same thing on the daily chart, I would remove the previous drawings and try to trace the resistance and support lines and see if there's a latest pattern. And sure enough, there's also a triangle just like Nasdaq's. The next chart to look at is Dow Jones futures chart. Just for educational purposes, I will show you once more how I draw the support line on the weekly chart, as well as finding the price target for the bearish head pattern. Switching to the daily chart, we can trace out yet another triangle which is very useful for us to observe the market trend moving forward. Okay. Now that we got the 3 main markets looked at, let's look at the daily charts of Bitcoin and Ethereum. As I have gotten a solid general idea of the market sentiment, I personally don't find the need to look at crypto's weekly chart. I would just go ahead and analyze their daily charts as their price movements are a lot quicker than the bigger markets. In recent months, crypto has been moving quite in sync with the markets, and oftentimes even show signs of bullish or bearish trends earlier. This is also something I pay a lot of attention to. Let's quickly trace the resistance and support lines. Okay, another triangle, which I bet is the same case for Ethereum. And yep, to conclude on how I view the market moving forward, I would just observe the price movements within these triangles and see when it will make a breakout or a fallout. Once the price makes a decision, only then we will have a higher chance of seeing an upward or downward trend instead of sideways. Alright, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed watching, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Thank you.